Hi guys, it's WestCoastArachnids. Haven't been doing very many videos lately, still throwing up videos from February when I got that other shipment in. But I have here a little parcel that came in today, and I thought I'd share this with you guys. Hopefully I can see that on the camera. And this came from the Victoria Bug Zoo. And I figured I'd better order them now. I've actually been laid up with pneumonia for the past couple of months. I've been in and out of the hospital. It's been pretty bad. But I figured I'd better order these now and deal with them rather than wait an entire year, because this is the only time of year I can get them. And that's kind of why I haven't been on, is with the pneumonia. It's kind of really been taking its toll on me, and it's been a handful just dealing with that, and then trying to get my animals all fed and watered. After I'm done all that, I'm just exhausted, and and the videos have been taking a back seat lately. So I apologize for that. Hopefully everything clears up here soon and I can get back onto regular schedule with just popping out videos for you guys and actually watching your videos. That's one thing I've been regretting, is I haven't been able to watch very many videos, as a lot of my time has been spent sleeping or dealing with illness. Okay, that should be 1, 2, and I don't know if there's anything in there. So I'll show you this after. Let's get to this. So they sent me a receipt, that's cool. Guy's name was Graham. Very nice guy to deal with. Okay, there's nothing in there. And I know there should be 2, so I'm assuming they're both in here. Here we go. You guys can see that. Get them out further. Camera's kind of on a weird angle there. There we go. So in here are little balls. And there's one. Some of you guys are going to know as soon as you see these what they are. And that would be right side up. Like that. These are called ooths, and they are the egg sacs of Chinese praying mantis. So out of these, if they're good, which I'm hoping they are, if not, the guy said to give him a call back and we'll work something out, but they should be fine. I've gotten these before from them long time ago. Long time ago. I think actually my mom bought them for my kids when they were little. And they're all growing up now. I wish they left the sticks on them though. But yeah, they hatched out a good 150 to 200 little babies out of each one. And he said these have been kept in the fridge, so I'm assuming with this heat it's going to prompt them to start hatching. So I'm going to need to get them into an aquarium of some sort. I have a couple 10-gallon aquariums. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to throw them in my 30-gallon. There's 2 of these eggs, and just fill it completely full of plastic branches and trees and little bits of moss and just totally do it up. I did, however, get a couple more new additions that nobody's seen yet. And I got those about 2 months ago, just before I got pneumonia. And I was wanting to do a video at that time, but I ended up in the hospital and I couldn't do that. So I'm going to probably pause you here while I got this going and take you there. So they're upstairs. So I'm going to pause you, take you upstairs, and I'll give you a show of what they are. Now, I still haven't changed them out of their the aquariums that I got them in. I actually bought them straight in the aquariums that they're in now. And I've done a little bit of cleanup, but not a whole lot. Like I said, I've been pretty sick. And my helpers kind of not been around, so before I had them over there on the table, that's just my living room in there. I had them on that, and they were sitting there just to quarantine them so I could check them out thoroughly. And I checked them they were there for almost 2 months, since February, and there's been no sign of mites or anything. So awesome. So I brought them upstairs recently. And yeah, let's pause you and I'll take you on up there to check them out. So we're upstairs, and I've got these all set up now up here. I kept a lot of them in the same enclosures they were in. Like, these ones have been moved, these ones have been moved. A lot of these over here are from that last order, and I've got some here. Unfortunately, I lost 2 Semmelpost poachers. I think I lost one of my Davis fasciatus, which really sucked. My what is it, Lampropelmo Borneo Black, I lost one of those due to fungus mostly, and one was due to a molt. I lost one of my large Lasiodora difficilis. He's actually in here. That's alcohol, and that's his molt floating above him. He didn't make it out of his molt, so sometimes that happens. And then over here, which you're not really going to see because there's not a lot of light. Let me see if I can get a flashlight on this. Don't have any other light here. Sorry, guys. There it is. That is, sorry about the shakiness, that's a medication. That's Grammostola porteri. It's got the rose colored carapace. So that one's really awesome. That's a 10-gallon tank there, which I think I'm going to move them out of. And then there's this big tank here, which is what I want to move this guy out of and maybe put him into a 10-gallon tank like the other one, because I have 3 or 4 of them to spare. And I'm going to have to pause you here a minute. Sorry, everything was all over the place. I didn't know he was out. He's actually out, and that's rare. He's usually underneath this log here. It's just a hollowed out log, which I think I'm going to change these out. Those are actual real wood, and I do have concerns about that being in there. But this is a rosea, or portery now, I guess. There it is moving. She. Apparently they're both female. They're both about 9 or 10 years old. So they got a long life ahead of them still. These things can live up to 30 years easily. And this one does have the rose carapace. They're very docile, these ones. You know, if you're gonna, I'm gonna test it. Yeah, see, he's a little bit owly, so I wouldn't attempt to pick that one up right now, just because he is trying to turn, and that wasn't a feeding response, or he would have been spun right around and grabbed that. But this one needs to be cleaned out really well. As you can see, I don't know if you can see on here, there's dead cricket parts, actual superworm pupa, because I've been feeding them superworms. But there is no mites in here, surprisingly. I guess it's just too dry. This is bone dry, and that's good. That's what saved this tarantula's life. When I got it, it was like this. It's just filthy. The lady I got it from, very young, very much lack of knowledge. She didn't know much about caring for them. She seemed shocked at some of the things I had explained to her about how to keep the enclosure for these guys, and the depth of this alone is just way too high, and these guys love to climb. So yeah, it's not a good idea to have it this high. At best, you want it the same height as your tarantula is long. That's leg span. So I wouldn't have it, shouldn't be more than that high. So in that case, if this is what you have, you could actually fill this bottom part up, and if you don't want to have enough stuff to fill it up, you can actually just put cardboard in there if you're going to keep it dry. For this species, it's recommended, and just put the cardboard down and then lay you know, a good couple inches of substrate over top of that, and nobody'd ever know the difference. And you could put filler underneath that, you know, so it's not all 100% substrate. Or if you want, just buy a whole bunch of substrate and pour it in there. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, but you only want it as deep as the tarantula can stand. Anyway, it's been 10 minutes and I'm running out of breath. I apologize for my lack of videos and lack of watching. I do have a lot of catching up to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to catch up, but I'll try and skim through and watch as many of the important looking ones as I can. If you have a video that you would like me to watch, please feel free to post it below this video or any of my videos. You know, just post a link to it and I'll definitely go and watch it, or send me a private message. Sometimes it takes me a while to get those private messages because it doesn't notify me of those, but even the notifications of videos are coming rare lately. I don't know what YouTube did to things, but a few months back they messed it up good. Anyway, that's that. Just a few new additions. I'm gonna get these egg cases set up. I'll probably do it in this. This is really big. I can put something over top of this and just lay this screen over top of that, so get some fine mosquito netting and put that underneath here, and then there I go. Yeah. Or just let them run rampant through the house. There's lots of bugs in here. You know, they come through the windows and they climb on the roofs, and it'd be great to have them in here to get rid of them. You know, free food. I might put some in some of my family and friends' gardens. That's always a good idea if you have a surplus of praying mantis. If they sell them in your area, generally you're allowed to let them go, but do check before you do that to make sure. And this breed is the only breed in BC that we're allowed to keep. I'm not sure about the rest of Canada, but the Chinese praying mantis is the only breed that we're allowed to keep here because of that. And they let them go at gardens, shops, and everywhere, so it's awesome. Anyway, y'all take care, have a great day, and bye for now.